The people have spoken, and the people, that's you by the way, want villages. So today we're going to pick a lovely countryside spot and build a quaint British village. If you're looking forward to today's video, then put a village emoji in the comments below, and then grab a cup of tea. Sit back and relax as we dive into Kettlewick. And just before we do that, here's a word from our sponsors, NordVPN. Hugo is long overdue a holiday, so he's decided to travel the world enjoying some wildlife photography. He never knows what's coming next, and he wants to make sure that he's backed up his precious photos on his home PC to keep them safe. While he's using the camp's public Wi-Fi, he needs to make sure his online connection is secure and his data is fully protected from hackers, malware, and phishing scams. And that's where NordVPN comes in. Now with new Threat Protection Pro and dark web monitoring, the antivirus tool built in can also block phishing scams, malware trackers, and even more. Just open NordVPN, click the shield, and enable the features here. When I travel regularly abroad, I want to safely access my home computer, perhaps to make some last-minute changes to a video upload or a thumbnail, and NordVPN makes sure I have a safe and fast connection to do just that. Plus, I can easily use all the same services I would while at home, no matter what country I'm in. So make sure to use my link at nordvpn.com/Biffa, which gives you a bonus 4 months free on every purchase of a 2-year plan. Plus, it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Absolutely spiffing. Hello everybody and welcome back to Kettlewick with me, Biffa. And last episode, our city hit 100,000 citizens, which is absolutely brilliant. Everything is running at tickety-boo, which is just what you'd expect in a city in Britain, of course. Anyway, in the last episode, I asked you to vote for which quadrant of the map we should put our new village in, and by overwhelming votes of many, our top left of the screen there, which was quadrant 4, was the area that you picked. Let's just glide our way over there. Here we go. We'll head over this way, and this is the area that you chose. Now, quite often with villages in England, what you will find is you'll have these, what I'm calling country roads here. That's what we call them in the UK, 60-mile-an-hour country roads going like this, and you're bombing along, and suddenly you'll come to a village smack bang in the middle of these roads, and you have to slow all the way down, and then once you've gone through the village you can speed up again. And there was a nice little junction in the road right here that I think is a perfect candidate for this, and I'd like to build around this little junction. We're going to have a green, we're going to have little, village shops and houses and all that sort of thing. It's a reasonable distance away from Kettlewick, and I'd like to set up a train line going through here as well. But one thing at a time, we can't have everybody bombing through here super fast, so we are going to take a normal 2-lane road, and we're going to downgrade this from, which is going to be 120 kilometers an hour because that's the way this game works, down to whatever speed this is. This is 40 kilometers an hour. So yeah, so we're going to say it's gone from 60 to 30. That makes sense. Let's not go too far back. Let's maybe add one more segment on there, and then we're going to do the same here as well, and we'll take that all the way back to there. I'm going to add an asymmetric onto each of these. How far back is that going to go? Let's go like that. Let's add some nodes in here. So we've got node controller. No, that's not the one we want. Network tools, add a node. So we can sort of see how far back we'd like to go. There we go. And we can upgrade that and upgrade those two going into there. In fact, I'm going to use that. Oh no, I thought there was an extra node in there, but there we go. That will do nicely. So that should work for helping with turning lanes, for straight ons and all that sort of thing. Possibly we're going to need a traffic light here, I don't know, but at the moment we're going to take it away. Yeah, I didn't do this one right, did I? Let's try that one again. So we shut that mod so it's not getting in the way, and we'll go into the junction. There we go. That makes more sense. Excellent. I'm just looking at this as well. I'm wondering if we could just smooth that out a little bit. It's going to move it and use manipulation mode, and if I hold Alt and drag that back, yeah, just a little bit. It just makes that little extra lane there not look so winky wonky, and that one's okay. Brilliant. All right, so we've got this big field over here, which, to be honest, we're going to delete that because that's just going to get in the way. Boink. There we go. Excellent. And I may also delete this one here, and we'll leave the other ones that we've got around us. Right, so what building could we put right here that is the center of our village? Well, we're going to start with this 5-star country hotel right on the corner here, which I think is going to fit in really well. We're just going to set that back a little bit so we've got a little bit of space. This is from the UK region pack. I think this item looks amazing. And then right next to that, we are going to fit one of our pubs, the Fox Inn pub with parking. I want to get the biggest pub that we can. So let's just go back to pub and we'll see. I think that might be the largest one, although we have the Heath pub with terrace, which is a very nice corner building. That might be the one that we go for, although I like the fact that this one faces right towards the road. So in fact, we're going to go for this one, and we're just going to, again, we're going to have that right up against here, but we're just going to pull it back a little bit, line it up with the one next door. There we go. Excellent. So this is the start off of our village, and quite often you'll have these great big sort of hotels pop up in villages because they know that the people that live in the surrounding village want somewhere to go to have a really nice meal in the evening, and that's what the hotel will do for us. And of course you've got your local pub as well. Now before we build anything else here, we just need to take care of the electricity and water, of course, but that's not covered with these rows that we had here, I don't think. So let's grab our cable. Yeah, it only goes as far as the upgraded road that we've got, so let's get that sorted. There we go. And I've also realised we haven't bought the tiles that we're working in, so as soon as we've got this water sorted, we'll do that as well. There we go. Right, let's look at the tile situation that we've got going on over here. Where are we? So we're going to buy that one. We're going to buy this one. And I'm going to buy those two as well. We're just going to take the whole lot. Hopefully our money is going to sort itself out. But at the minute, I think we're okay. If I remember correctly, we dropped our taxes down super low. Yeah, we did. Trying to help encourage people to move in. I'm just going to bump that up a notch and we'll be okay because we've got so much money. I'm not too concerned about that. Right, so back to the buildings that we're going to have in here. Let's go back into Find It. Suddenly people are leaving. And we're going to look at some residential buildings level 1. And we've got the town centre ones that we go into here. I think they're called town centre. No. Okay, let's try centre. No, maybe they're mixed buildings. Yes, here we go. The UK town centre, which of course I've got shops on the bottom, and we've got these ones as well. Yeah, so what I think I might just do is randomise these and just place some of these down around here and just see how that looks. Just trying to think if there's one that will look particularly good on the corner. I don't know. I'm going to leave a bit of a gap on the corner, actually. We'll see how that one goes. Okay, there we go. I'm liking this. Very nice. Very small, very cramped. Exactly as what you'd expect in one of these little villages that are right on a crossroads, heading off into town. And we've got some over here as well, which is looking good. Plenty of scope for some decorating as we get a little bit further. Now, we are going to want some sort of green here as well, which I think we're going to sort of have this triangle area here. So the sort of story I'm going for is, you know, ages ago before tarmac was invented, maybe this road was coming up here and going down there and off this way. And this was the green that we can sort of work in. And then, yeah, that became a busier centre there. I think that would work quite well, actually. So what I don't want is another road going here necessarily, because they'll cut through, although actually that might mean they bypass the village. So now that I've said that, I think I am going to have a little tiny road going through here. Let's just go for a normal road actually and just see how that works. So if we just take that from there to where we did our upgrade down to there, so that would give us our green. And then what we could do, yeah, I'm going to do that. That will give us the area for our green. We can also upgrade this to be asymmetric going into there. Yeah, not that way, I don't think it's necessary. And then this way as well. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to have traffic lights on these. I don't think we've got them. Yes, we have. Let's remove those. But I'm going to keep the traffic light in the middle here because that's going to be busier. I think that is much, much better. And then we can have a combination of shops and living down here. Now, if we go back into Find It, here we go, back into our houses, UK pack. Take that out. So what we want now is some terrace. I can spell terrace correctly. We've got these UK medium terrace houses of all sorts. We're going to start level 1. And I'm wondering whether, because we do have some corner, if I do terraced corner, yeah, just give me those ones, which we might be able to finagle into here and possibly still line up with the ones going up and down. That's not quite right, is it? Maybe we won't do that. So let's just randomly place some of these down and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we've managed to get the ends on, which work really well because we're going to have some paths and things that go through to the centre of this area. And this is definitely going to be some sort of park in here. I'm just sort of thinking what we could do with this area. I've seen lots of people asking for allotment, so we could do something like that. And I'm also thinking about putting some sort of park in here because it wasn't that long ago. In fact, it was before we moved to where we are now. We looked at, I mean, they weren't terraced houses just like this. They were sort of semi-detached houses. But right out the back is basically some football pitches. And some kids would go and play in the middle there. So I am wondering whether to do that. But also I'm wondering whether we could add a little something like this. Let's have a look in here. So if we go to our UK pack. Nope, it's under our death care, which is this one. Here we go. Yeah, we've got our UK parish church, which of course is just a death care building. Yep, cemetery is the word I was looking for. But we could take this building and could we delete a whole load of the items built into it and just leave us with the central part and fit that in here? Or could we just do that and not upgrade it and have it as a cemetery pointing towards this corner? Do you know what? I think actually that would fit in really well. I mean, obviously we need, autosave. We need a quick sip of tea. That's what we need. Yeah, I think if we go with something like that, could we then add maybe some small sort of parking road? Nothing too big. Got the perpendicular alley, always seems a bit big. Unless we go for this one and just want to get that in the front like so, just to give some parking, and then maybe we could have an alley come down here. It's probably going to mean moving some things up a bit here. Yeah, let's delete that. Let's pick this building and pop it there, and then we'll delete that one. Yeah, and then we can just wind a little lane, a little alley through here. In fact, shall we just see if we can connect this round the back of these shops down here? I know that's going to overlap that one. We're probably going to change that one in a sec. And let's curve that into there. Yeah, which means we don't want that little bit of... Oh, that's a car. We don't want this little bit of asymmetry here. So we're going to upgrade that one back to a normal road. And we are going to take the traffic lights out. We're also going to use no controller on here and just back these up. Let's just square it off and see what happens. Yeah, not quite big enough for me. Let's go like that. Yeah, just get more of a swing on there, which I think is good. And then we want to see if we can just line this up. No, I wanted the road. Can you not let me get the road? I can get the road down here. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's okay. So that'll give access to there, hopefully. Yes, there we go. It's given access to there. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, that's really good. And then, we've got these two larger buildings here, which we're going to have to get rid of. Oh, they've sort of been plopped down over each other, haven't they? Which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, let's just maybe take... Oh, that's quite long as well, isn't it? That's what we're going to do. We're going to randomly grab some of these, fill this in, and then we're going to just move that road a little bit. That went all weird, didn't it? Let's try that again. Yeah, that's okay. That all fits in all right, doesn't it? And then we could grab maybe the too wide building that did go in there and get that one in again. So we want centre UK pack in here. That was it. I knew it was one of these. So that was that one there. Oh, that was far too big. That's far too big. Yeah, I think that's okay. And I don't mind the little gap through the middle there because we could just put a path through there. Yeah, that works well. Good, good. I know we've got some trees and things on the road. We'll sort those out. And I know that hasn't got any room for expansion, but I'm not too concerned about that. And then at the back here, could we put some sort of sporting thing in here? Just like a local park for the kids. So we've got a few football options. I don't want to put in a whole soccer field like this with all the lights and... Oh, do you know what? Actually, now I've said that, let me just... I'm going to pop that at an angle. Where are we going to bring the road in? We're going to bring the road in from over there. I'm just going to pop that at an angle and then just see whether we could delete some of these things on here so it doesn't seem so overwhelmingly like a humongous asset that we popped in. So if we do this and select sub-elements, yeah. So I don't want a load of stadiums. I do not want all the lights. I'm thinking if I do that one, it will just delete all the lights. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. And then the fence around here I don't mind, and the little mini dugouts we don't mind. And then we've got the training things and all of that, which is fine. Even these little bins, I think, are going to just go. There we go. And I think this surface here is going to go. And in fact, I think the whole of that other surface around there is going to go. The hedges, I don't mind that. Do I mind that? I mind it. Yeah, that's going to go. Suddenly it's not like it's in the middle of a field, is it? I'm clicking the wrong thing. There we go, with the hedges around. And even the fence, you know. Should we leave the fence? No. No. We're going to take the fence out. That's what I'm looking for, something like that. And we might even change the surface on there. We'll come back to that. That means then we do need a little bit of access down here. And again, this is going to have some sort of car park down here. And I'm just wondering if we could just place a little small road. Let's go for a gravel road. And again, I think we're going to end up with some sort of surfaces on these. Yeah, if we do that and then place small gravel parking lot would be absolutely adequate for something down here. I'm going to delete this one. So that's 3 wide. So we could actually just pick this one next to it. That'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll just bring this one in down the side here. Are we going to have enough room? Maybe something like that. That'll be good. And then we'll look at the surfaces and things a little bit later. Is that too close? No, I think that's fine. And then we definitely have some trees around there, which would help block from the noise as well. And I'm just looking at all the parking we've got going on up and down on these roads. I mean, that is exactly what you'd expect to see on a road like this with a load of houses. Everybody parking out the front. Super duper busy road. Could everybody's just cutting through your village. This is not where they're stopping. They're heading out that way. So yeah, excellent. Very good, very good. So I think what we could do is just continue with some more of these high street shops down here. But I am just wondering, yeah, one other thing that we're going to need. Let's look at this junction here. Yeah, we're going to need the local petrol station. We've got the large petrol station here, which is just perfect. And we could just pop that. I mean, normally that would just go right on a corner. Like so. That would just work there so well. We're going to square up these corners a little bit. Just wondering, actually, I'm going to move that along. Let's move that to here. So it's not coming out right on the junction. I think that makes more sense. Whoa, mama. That really did square all of those up, didn't it? Let's maybe... Can we undo that? Is there not an undo? We set to vanilla. Yeah, thank you very much. Let's maybe just do this ourselves. Well, I think possibly because it was right up against there, it didn't like it. But we'll go with that. We're fine. Yeah, excellent. And then we could even have... Let's even have one of these. If we just go for a little alley off of here, let's put our snappity-doodahs back on. Suddenly this is like a 4-way junction. And then I just want a little bit of extra parking down the back here. So let's grab that one and just pop that there. Yeah, just a little bit of extra parking around the back. That'll be good. And then if we could find some more... Ooh, I'll tell you what I'll add next to this one. Yeah, we've got these extra garages, and I think something like this could sort of look like it was somewhere where you'd take your car to be fixed, that type of garage. I think that would fit really well. Unfortunately, put it up against the parking, it sort of messes with the parking too much because there's too many entrances and exits to that. But what I'm going to do is bring that across here, like so. We're going to bring this road down here, but we're not going to connect it up. There we go. And then we're going to get that garage and we're going to pop it against the side here. So it runs up and down the road. Yeah, there we go. And those two together looks like somewhere you take your car to get fixed. Petrol station right there as well. A little bit of parking around the back. That looks fantastic. Right, I just want to run some more of these shops down this road here. Okay, the main road is filling out nicely, which is very, very good. And I've just popped a little district around here so we can see how many people live here. But I need you to give me some names because Garnet Heights ain't going to cut it. So let me know in the description below some nice... Well, lots of our areas have been named after sweets and chocolates in the UK. So we've got Penguin Park Estate, of course, the River Tees, Bourneville, Maple Peak, Thornton Estate, Thornton Industrial Park. There's a few actually I haven't changed. Yeah, we need to get back and do those ones. Freddo Meadows, Teachester, you get the idea. So let me know in the comments what you think for this area. But let's have a look what we've got. So, okay, 800 odd residents. We've got some children, we've got some teens. So we could do with a couple of schools in here. So let's start with elementary school. And we've got the urban and the slightly larger one. So what I like about these, they've got 500 capacity and 1,000. This one is plenty big enough for what we've got. And we've got this nice little space over here, right opposite actually the park, which could be owned by the school as well. Oh, what is going on here? Who said you could all pop back in again? Excuse me. Excuse me. At least it all didn't pop back in again. Yeah, thank you. So we could definitely pop that over there. We are going to want a little road and some parking. I'm just thinking the best way to do this. Do we just want to sort of bring like an alley up here and then just add some frontage parking with one of these roads, 2-lane divided angled, not ankle parking, just something like that. And then if we pop the school on here, there's only one entrance that I think it's going to cause an issue with, and I don't think it actually gets rid of the parking for it anyway. It's just there, so that's okay. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. And we do have some upgrades if we need them. So 50 and 500. I think that just does it on the same site anyway. Yeah. So that's no problem at all. But then what I'd want around this urban primary school is definitely some more terraced houses. So I'm just sort of thinking the best way to set up some of these roads. Do we have got custom alley? I want a custom road that doesn't have a load of EU very small road. So how is that going to look compared to this one? Let's just, so it is thinner, it doesn't have road markings, and I'm wondering how that's going to actually connect up if we use that one. That is the other issue. So let's just give that a try and go from here. Yeah, you see we get these little problems on the side with things not matching up properly, giving us earthquake problems and stuff like that. So let's jump into Road Builder and see what we can do. So I'm going to use that one as a template and call it UK Very Small Road and just see what we could do to maybe improve this. So we've got the sidewalks, which are 3 meters. I mean, if I made both of those 4, I think, yeah, see, we're 1.7 U in width, which is not quite what we want. We want to get to 2 U exactly. Let's have a little fiddle with this. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, 1.8 U. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. What's 0.2 of a U that I can add in here? Oh, okay. I think we've got it. So that's basically the width that we want. So we basically turn it into one of the normal roads. What I would like to do is just turn the road markings off, but it's not actually letting me remove the markings, which is really annoying. And I don't know why, because I want this blank. Oh, I'll tell you what I've got as well, as I've got it, so one up on the left, down on the right. We've got it one way. That's not what we wanted. There we go. Oh, I think we've got it. I allowed parking on the sides and made these back down to 3 meters, and that actually works really well. So I'm happy with that, and it takes away... Oh, the lines are back. What? They disappeared for like a second, and now they're back again. Ah, right, okay. Uneven road sizes takes away the lines. Oh, now it's letting me remove the markings. Hooray! We made it. There we go. That is what we want. UK Very Small Road. Thank you very much. Save that. So we are going to use that road to get some terraces built into this area here. So at some point, someone has sold this farmland, but a long time ago. So we ended up with a lot of terrace houses. So let's just do that. So let's maybe just draw that one straight out like that. And then if we go back into our search over here and we'll change that to terrace again, we'll go back here and we've got level 1, but I only want a lot depth of 2. So we're going to get some straights. We're going to get some corners as well. But then we also want a back alley for these before we start stacking them up. So maybe let's just start with like a corner, and then we could randomize some of these along here. Oh, I'm wondering whether we could make just like small blocks like that. Oh, now that would be really interesting, wouldn't it? Why didn't we do that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't do it. I know you wanted to. Don't do it now. If we do something like that, and then we'll randomly pick, so it's going to be a 3 wide again, isn't it? Let's just do that, and then we could come down here. Oh man, as soon as I said it, I just knew. And this could even connect up to there and go straight out again. Oh, look at that. It's almost like I planned this. I mean, I really didn't. And then we've got the 3 wide here, and then we've got another corner there, and then 3 wide here. Or this could be a 2 wide. Give us a 2 wide, please. Okay, I'll pick it myself. Is there a 2 wide in here? There isn't. So if we go back, lot depth 3, lot depth 4, isn't there a 2 wide one of these? I thought there was. Or am I being completely mad? I think I'm being completely mad. Let's just have a look over here. 3, 3. Yeah, what's that one there? So why is it not giving me that one in the list? Or is that 3 wide as well? Am I being an idiot? No, it's 2 wide. I'm not being an idiot at all. And then, what could we do in this little space out the back? Oh, I'm very excited now about these terraced little houses there. I mean, is there some sort of... What about the pocket parks? I mean, they are very small. They're like... Yeah, we've got these ones which are a little bit bigger. Could we go pocket parks? Could we go parking? I mean, we've got street parking. Who's going to want parking in there? Or we could just leave it open like that on various ones and have, yeah, different things inside each one. I think that's really cool. I like that. Oh man, you're going to be coming from miles away, waiting for an ambulance. Yes, I think we need some sort of doctor's surgery out here. We've got the parish church. Go and pray that you're going to get better. UK medical practice. We have to have a UK medical practice. Maybe for now. Oh, we've got this nice little area here. Look, is that going to fit in right there? It is. That to me looks like a perfect spot for a UK medical practice. Right on the corner. I'm just going to pause and say that is only for this area. Oh, I should have done that with this place as well. That's only for this area. What else have we got? The pub, only for this area. I don't think that works. This one. Yeah, only for this area. Okay, there we go. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get a load of these sort of square terracey things in. And this reminds me, actually, of a little place down the road not far from where I live that have these sort of terraces, but in squares like this. So that's maybe where it's come from in the recesses of my brain. Let's see what we can do with that. Right, I'm finding lining some of these up not quite working the way you'd expect. You can see the zoning is perfectly square in all of these, but for instance here I've got the one that's 2 wide and it doesn't quite, it will line up on the 2, that one it doesn't. So like here it doesn't, it sort of goes in the middle, which is really, really odd. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the corners in where they work. So if I change that to terraced corner, there we go. And then we can randomly pick corners out and they fit in okay. And I'm going to do that for all the blocks. There we go, that's fine. And then if we take the corner out and go for the 3 wide, so there's a couple of options here, isn't there? So we'll sort of randomly jump between those, and if they fit in, then I'll pop those in. There we go. And then I want the 2 wide one, which is this one. And now I'm doing it. They're fitting in. Oh, it's literally just that one that doesn't quite fit. Because what I was going to say I was going to do was get platter, which has been upgraded. I mean, look at this. Talk about an easy way to pick the size of what you want. This is absolutely brilliant. So we wanted a 2x2 like that. And then what we can do is we can say snap to parcels. So that will snap in there. Snap to the size of vanilla zoning grid. Yeah, that's the one we don't want because it's jumping around. But we could actually do that. And then in here, we could pick, I don't know what that one's called. Oh, actually, we just need to go in here, don't we? So terrace. Low density terrace housing. Yeah, there we go. And if we pop that in there, it's sliding and not snapping, but I think we can still get that, and that will zone in, and that's fine. Oh, and we got this one down here to finish as well. Oh yeah, that one won't snap correctly. Let's rotate. I want the other 3. What? Okay, I'll click it myself. Oh, that's a corner one. There we go. Yeah, that one there doesn't. So I want a 2x3. So I'll do the same for the platter. And I love this. This is an absolutely fantastic. What do I want? 3x2 like that. Where are we? We're here. And in that, we should be able to just slide that in. And that should. Yeah, you're going to get that where it's going to zone anything that will fit into there. So if we keep deleting that, it should eventually do the 3 wide one, which after doing all of this just seems like I might as well just place it in myself. But you get the idea anyway. If I turn off snapping, we'll get that in there, and hopefully we line that up. That fits in there. Wow, excellent. Oh, looking at that. It's fantastic load of terraced houses. It's not a cul-de-sac. We've got more than one way in and out, but I am thinking about giving them extra ways in and out onto these roads, as these aren't the fast sort of country roads. These are your normal roads. So let's do that. We'll take this one here. I'm going to bring that out and just turn that into a T-junction there. And this is prime, I say, candidate for a roundabout. I'm going to go for a nice big roundabout there and no traffic lights. This feels like it needs to be a roundabout as well, although it'd have to be a small one to fit in, which means that is not fitting so well there. So what I'm going to do that is turn that round, put the oldie snapping on. That's not going to fit there either. What about that way? That way, perfect. There we go. Get into it off the estate there. We'll work our way along. This one I'm keeping as it is. I just want to make sure there's no traffic lights where we don't want them, which I don't think we have got, which is okay. No traffic lights there. I feel like this little node here needs a little bit of working on. Yeah, if I square that up, is it going to freak out? Yes, because of the things being too close, probably. So we go like that. Just gives everybody a bit of a larger turning circle, you know, turning radius, I should say. And we'll do the same over here as well, just for any big trucks and things that we get. Easier to get around the corner and see what you're doing. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then we're just going to continue. Actually, those shops are going to stop there for now. We're going to leave that. I think we should be able to get one more of these in here. Let's just see. Oh, that's weird. It's not snapping to anything, which is not what I want. So if I do that one, yeah, there we go. I want it to snap. Oh, 64. This one, I think we're going to get the 72 that we want. Yeah, that's weird. That one isn't snapping. That one is. But once it gets down here, it's too far. But I tell you what, let's do this. Let's bring that straight in there, like so. We're going to do that one as well. 90 degrees, and then we could just fill in this block with some of these houses, but then leave this little bit free. Yeah, we need to upgrade that to a normal road there, if you don't mind, and that bit there. Yep, there we go. Excellent. And then a little bit more, I'm going to say, that one, and then it goes to the fast country road out of this area here. Let's just fill in this spot. Oh, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. Let's take one of these corners. Okay, let's do it ourselves then, so we'll grab... Oh, no, we want the 3 on this side. So we're going to need a little lane down here to get that to connect up. Let's grab a little lane. So that could actually come... I mean, that could connect all the way through. It does freak out this node a bit. Could... Oh, dear. Could we? I mean, if I just square that up, is everyone going to cry? No, it's okay. How if I try this one? Yeah, I'm probably asking a little bit much of these nodes being this close to each other. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, we're also going to have to do a bit of move it manipulation. I'm living life on the edge here. Let's see if we remove those crossings. And I want to just see if we can get this worked out. I'm trying to think if it's just that these are far too close together, it doesn't like it. There must be a way of getting this to work. I mean, that's a bit better. Is this the wrong type of road in there? That's what I'm thinking. If we get this road and upgrade... Yeah, I just think it's the node is too close, which is really annoying. Can we live with it? Let me just fiddle around with this a little bit more. Let me just give another go with the manipulation mode, see what we can do. just wondering if we don't connect there and do that instead and just keep that separate. And then instead we could, I mean, we've got this connection coming in here and then we've got 2 connections going out there. We could just do that and leave it at that and be absolutely fine. And then we just get a nice little tree roundabout on there. I think that's no problem at all. Yeah, so let's just finish off this little bit here and see whether this is going to work. It did. It worked very well. Let's just have a look. Oh, I'm liking that. This, you know, it's still a small village, but it's a small village that's had a little bit of expansion over here, and that is not bad at all. We don't have a high school. Let's just check our zone still keeps everything in here. Let's just go back a bit just to make sure we've got all the facts and figures, and it goes down that way. Yep, that's fine. Oh, 1,300. I feel like I need a sip of tea about that. So we've got 86 teens and 193 kiddlywinkies. 65 of them are going to this school, so we're fine. We're going to need a high school. So let's look at the high schools and see. So the UK secondary school is just humongous. It's probably got like, 1,500, I was going to say. Way too many for an area like this. So is there another one? I do quite like this one, the EE High School, 250. I mean, that is pretty small. And we've got this small high school, which could fit in as well, 400. I'm trying to think of something that will fit into this little area here. And looks like maybe it was an extension at a later date. You know, back in the olden days, this school would just school everybody. But now we need an expansion, a little bit more modern to get the high school going. Let me have a look through and see what I can find. I think we're going to go with this small high school. It can have a sports park as well, which I don't think we're going to use. But I just think that's going to work really well. So we're going to take the larger road here and just go with that one. In fact, let's go all the way through with that, and I feel like we need to just use that and upgrade this last part here as well. Yeah, there we go, that's good. No traffic lights or any oddities, no, that's fine. And then we'll plot that up against that there, and even though it's a little bit more modern, it absolutely fits in, doesn't it? Just perfectly with our little village here. Oh, I'm liking that a lot. That is looking really cool. Let's have a look at what upgrades it's got. Yeah, high school sports park. We're not going to have one of those, that's fine. And then we've got the extension wing if we do need another 100. Oh, select operating districts quick. There we go, we've already got 74 moved in, which are probably coming from all sorts of other areas, because I don't think we've got, oh, we've got 85 teens, so actually that is not too shabby. Also looking at this, what else can we learn from looking at this? So uneducated, poorly educated, so that is going to change as time goes on, which is fine. Adults at 828. Average wealth comfortable, so that's good. We've got a few jobs spare and we've got a few local amenities. We don't have a fire service out here. Now, I don't know whether, oh, there's things going on in Kettlewick. We'll come back to that. Oh my goodness, look at the traffic down here. Wow. Well, good luck with that. We're not looking at you today. Where is the nearest fire service? And we can apply that to here. I mean, we're talking a long way away for them to come. So we do have the money. Let's give them a local fire service. Why not? And we're going to go for the UK one, which isn't too big. So that is good. And I think we could have that. I mean, we've started this little area here with sort of the garage and stuff. Could we just pop it in here? I think that would work quite well, actually. Let's get this lane. Yeah, we're going to continue that out the back. And then we're going to continue that past the car park. No, it's going to complain. We'll go there. And then what we'll do is we'll do the upgrade road thing and turn off the snapping. And we'll just bring that over like that. Yeah, that's good. And that fits in there. And then that would just fit nicely. If I turn off my snapping again, there we go. It's loading off this road. This is only for this district. Yeah, which will grow in size as we get there, but that's good. So let's just think about our services actually while we're talking about that. So we do have a doctor's surgery. Trash will be coming from way across town. Look, we can already see we've got one of these coming from way across town. So I'm not too worried about that. Schools we've covered. Fire and rescue we've covered. Police, where's the nearest police station before we get issues? Again, a long way away, but to be honest, I bet these aren't that busy. Although I think I just want the opportunity to put a cool UK looking police station in here. So we're going to do that, and that's going to go over here as well, behind these houses right there. I think that looks good. I just love the look of these buildings. I mean, if anybody ends up making more garage, cell extension, yeah, we're going to add that on. Probably didn't need that, but we've added it on anyway. There we go. You can start going out. If anybody starts making brand new packs that are British housing and all that sort of thing, man, I'm going to be all over them because I absolutely love them. That's cool. This little thing here could be a nice small park, couldn't it? Let's pick a teeny tiny, nice little, what's this one here? Row Home Passage Park. What is that? It's something that I've looked at some point, but there we go. We've got some walking access through there. That looks quite nice, actually. And then while we're there, I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to sort of fill this side bit in. There we go. Excellent. That's good. Although that's giving you access to walking right into that road where this doctor's surgery is, but I think you can sort of scoot down the side there. You'll be fine. I like that. We could fill something in along here. So we do have these ones that go sideways, and will two of those fit in together? They don't look the same, do they? I want two that look exactly the same, and I want these ones. Yeah, I don't think if I pick a pick of that, it's going to... Oh, look at that. It gave me the same. And then what we could do is, as we're sort of talking old village area, is we could look at our surfaces and find a cool UK... ground service. I can't remember which surface. I can't remember which one they're in. Pavement. UK. There we go. So if we just do a straight replacement on that and this, what do we think about that? What do we think about that one? There were other UK ones as well, but I only seem to have the one UK. Let me have a look around. Ah, yes, the UK tile. That's the one we're looking for. See, that looks a little bit too modern to me. So does that one. That's a bit bright. That is not bad. This is a large one. Let's go for that one and we're back to that one again. Do you know what, actually? I quite like that one. I think that one looks okay. I think what we're going to do, actually, just to make that a little bit easier to deal with, is we're going to get rid of that there, and then we're just going to draw it in the whole of this area. Yeah, I'm liking that. Very good. And then we could have a little bit more of parks and things around here. Although we do we have some surfaces here that we can make use of? Nope, I thought there was another one. There isn't. So we're going to make sure that's connected up there. This one looks like it's all connected up. Although this bit here, I feel like we need... Do you know what? I feel like we just need a little bit of decorating around in this little area. Let me just do that. Our city is growing and spreading like never before, and I think this first of the smaller surrounding villages has worked out really well. Any suggestions for additions or adjustments, let me know in the comments below. And if you're new, please consider subscribing so you don't miss the next episode of our British build. As always, a huge thank you to my patrons, with an extra special shout out to my latest 3 new patrons, Steph Stout, Nutmeg Davis and PHRCA. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all soon for some more Kettlewick.